To the untrained eye, Miss Fogg, it looks very much like you are trying to interfere with my rocket. You see how my pleasure communicates itself to them? The cortical lobe stud, you know.
Of course.
You must have known before you came that the penalty for sabotage is death.
Well, naturally.
It might, however, be commuted.
Commuted?
I admire you, my dear. You are one of the few women that come anywhere close to being my equal. You could be my consort.
Your consort?
You see how I am, but my assistants have devised some ingenious medical procedures by which we might be fused together for all eternity. Or you can die. Yes. On second thoughts, I think it might be best that you die. Verne and Fogg. What a delight. Bring them to me. Your ingenious little ruse failed to work, Fogg.
Rebecca, are you all right?
Yes, thank you, Phileas. I'm fine. Barrel wasn't such a good idea, after all.
Isn't she charming? So brave. And like your late southern friend, Mrs. Saratoga Brown, destined to die so very young.
You evil freak.
Fair comment, Fogg. But as compensation for my discomfort, I can now dispatch another of the women you love and watch your face as she dies.
And yet only a moment ago, Count, you were offering me your hand in marriage. Well, not just your hand, your entire carcass. If entire is the right word.
We know your plans, Count Gregory. You're trying to start a war between Canada and America, and take my word, it won't work.
You mean you would rather it did not work, Monsieur Verne, because you have this absurd prejudice against slavery? Think of Greece and Rome, how they flourished.
Blowing up West Point is going to help America flourish.
Oh, yes, Verne. You see, Abraham Lincoln will be there, probably in the middle of a speech about democracy and the honored dead. America will be forced to fight a war on two fronts. The South will triumph, and slavery will spread across the entire North American continent. What a pity you could not have been one of us. But you, Fogg, have corrupted him. And that is why you must suffer. Fire the Navacles! No!
Miss Rebecca?
And now I wish to feel what it is like to be whole again. Fusion power! Do not be afraid, Mr. Fogg. I've decided not to kill you. I intend instead to take over your minds by personally inserting the cortical lobe stud. Prepare them.
My mind with yours, Count. I will destroy you.
Impossible.
Be ready. Count! You know the real reason why I refuse to join the League? Not because how hideous you are. It's because you have a second-rate mind.
Second-rate mind?
Dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed. Through the peril
Thank you, Charles. It's a telegram from President Lincoln. He greatly appreciates what we did to save West Point.
So it doesn't look like we'll be going to war after all.
Have they found Miss Fogg yet?
No. No sign of her whatsoever.
Once back aboard the Aurora, it took us hours to make the journey that had taken the rocket just minutes. The most terrifying hours of our lives. Hours which ended in the most satisfying way imaginable.
Wonderful news! Think I've got a bite!
After being caught up in white man's conflicts, our friend Atonwa decided to stay behind in the great wilderness where he thought he might be safer. Fogg, of course, had some explaining to do to the Union Army, but being Phileas Fogg, he brought it off with perfect English aplomb.
Time for tea, master.
Well, of course, Passepartout, there's always time for tea. I might make an exception and join them myself today.
To the abolition of slavery.
Yes. Yes, and to the invention of the future.
The future.